This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this crowd is hyped, and you look at their guys coming in, they appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
And the big thing here was getting that all-important split on the road. Now they come home with home court advantage and an opportunity to move ahead in this series if they can take care of business in Game 3.
And he connects at the line. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron with it up top, just getting started in Game 3. Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish. The follow won't go either.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Paul. Down to Adams. Old school. Backs his man. And down for the basket. LBJ with it. Surveys the floor to Davis. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Paul into the front court. Up by 3. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Can't miss those.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Into the front court comes Rondo, trailing by 4. Here comes the screen. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
LBJ to Davis. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Paul into the front court. 2-point advantage. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Big man, Steven Adams. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Anthony Davis, picked up by Paul. To James. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul. Here comes the screen. To Paul. Anthony Davis sends it away. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 4. Good start.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Paul. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knocks it down off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. Los Angeles, they have it. To James. Danilo Gallinari with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Caldwell Pope. Paul. To Adams. It was right there. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. Anthony Davis looking good. 4 for 5.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Now Paul with the basketball. It's 14-12. The drive right to the basket. Off the assist.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Down low for Davis. To Kyle Kuzma. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. That's no McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Defense making the ball handler work. JaVale McGee rejects it. Kuzma. And the basket good at the rim.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Paul across the timeline. Down by 1. 4-3. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
JaVale McGee. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
2 for 2 on that trip. Lakers at the controls right now. Quinn Cook, guarded by CP3. Probing the defense. Takes stock of the floor to Davis. Baseline drive. Jumper's good.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Paul in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Good look that time, but off the mark. James into the front court. Leads 3. To Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
You know, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Lakers ball. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Driving right to the basket. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LeBron into the front court. Down a point. To Davis, down low. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. And that'll be... It's a turnover as they head the other way. The Thunder have the possession. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. Thunder have it. And a throwdown.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Wayne Ellington at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
They're going to have carving them up in the first quarter.
Deep three at the buzzer.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees. Rondo against Chris Paul. To Cousins. Caldwell Pope. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Kyle Kuzma. He was all over him. To Paul. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oklahoma City ball. Fires the 3, knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's Cook with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. To Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. He connects off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Sizing up the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His team down 9. Caldwell Pope to Cousins. Shot clock winding down. Chance for Cousins. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. To Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Lays it up and in.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
It's Cook with the basketball, trailing by 10. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rajon Rondo. OKC ball. Paul in a matchup with Boogie. Deep two there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome.
Straight on three, at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Thunder have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Lakers are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game traffic. Steals.
The Los Angeles Lakers have already given up a number of steals in this game, and that's indicative of a careless attitude. That must be corrected immediately if they want to have a chance to win this game. Ball control was at its worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. Beyond the arc for 3. And Davis there to grab the rebound. And the finish, slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
James to Davis. Not that time. Good. Off a spin.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Fires the three. Yeah, Chris Paul, veteran move. Well defended, still buries the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Cook shot won't go. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
James, they'll get it down to Davis. Scores from the post.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Davis to the basket, but his shot no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
LeBron James with the rock. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Paul. That's how you defend. Cook to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. Bradley. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. JaVale McGee. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys down big. James to Davis. Able to convert inside. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Paul. LeBron James pins it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Paul. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Oh, he's denied.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Count the basket at the rim.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
James to Davis. Off the mark. Paul into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
James to Bradley. Has a chance. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Thunder with the basketball. And throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now Paul with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. JaVale McGee to Paul. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Paul. Missed a wide open look. To Davis. Patrick Patterson able to recover with the block. Thunder with the basketball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Bradley. Has a look. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Paul. Oh, big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Davis. Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Anthony Davis against Adams. Danilo Gallinari. Tips it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Danilo Gallinari. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Bradley. To Kyle Kuzma. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Turns and slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
DeMarcus Cousins, 4 out of 7.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Easy path to the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. Shot from in close, no good. To Cousins. Can't get past the defender. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
The pass set it all up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
First one goes down.
It's like practice.
Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. It's all three of them. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Thunder in command of this one. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. To Cousins. Bradley. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rondo into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Screen coming. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Paul against Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Chance for Chris Paul. Knocks it down from mid-range. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Oklahoma City's got it. To Paul. Surveys the floor. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. JaVale McGee swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock from long range. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Los Angeles, they have it. Bradley to Kyle Kuzma. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kyle Kuzma, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Rondo against Chris Paul. Slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Rondo matched up with Paul. To Kyle Kuzma. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Paul across the timeline. His team on top by 13. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Comes the screen. Cousins picked up by Patrick Patterson. Patrick Patterson with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Cousins to Bradley. And a nice finish at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Kuzma to Cousins. Kuzma, the drive, right to the basket. Paul buries it on the catch and shoot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Rondo, guarded by CP3. And counted at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. Good victory here for the Thunder. They moved ahead 2-1 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Thunder almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Lakers finished on the losing end of a close score. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.